Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Michaela, and this week we are finally continuing on part 2 of the workshop renovation. If you missed the previous video, I'll just update you really quick. You can always go watch it if you want, but the gist is we spent time painting the walls, building the desk, hanging up the pegboard. It had many trials, many tribulations. However, it all brought us to this point where we get to have the real fun, which is decorating and organizing. Okay, we're losing daylight, so I don't know how much time I'm gonna have today to really get into it. So I figured day 1, we will build this IKEA lamp and potentially hang up a few items just to get a vibe, just to get the brain working. Now, I know a lot of people, and by people I mean others than myself, hate putting together furniture and find IKEA instructions to be the spawn of Satan. However, I'm of a different breed, and I like to put together furniture. I love a puzzle. Now, this one isn't really much of a puzzle, though, to be honest. I think that the pieces just kind of go together. Oh, look at my guy. This is like one of my favorite shirts. I get compliments on it all the time because he's a boy. He's a guy. Step 1 in putting together your IKEA vessel. Attach the that to the this. Step 2 in putting together your IKEA vessel. I'm actually going to need the instructions because it came with springs and I'm not sure what the springs have anything to do. What if I was reading it upside down? Interesting, interesting. Oh, wait. I have to install. Now, hold up. The springs go up here. Probably it would be smart to, like, not stick your thumb inside of it. So the springs go from there to there. Why it didn't already come sprung? I'm sprung. Oh, she got me doing things I never do. All right, step 1 and 2, donezo. Step 3 and 4, a little bit more confusing because it really says that I need to screw something on, but like, didn't come with screws. And also, what if I don't want to do that? What if I don't want to do that and actually you're not my dad? So, okay, I am understanding now. Great. So then next is this thing. Goes in like so. And then it just clamps down onto your table with the provided washer and nut situation. Okay, so this is the light situation. What I like about it is it can collapse down and like swivel, which is great. Obviously, like, I can pull it out and have it be really high up above. The only thing I don't love is that it blocks, like, access to the pegboard really easily, but I mean, you know. Okay, people. Moment of truth. Let's plug this puppy in.
It's been a little bit of time. I'm having a chill and ambient day. It's rained so much here. Everything is so moist. Everything is so humid. I started the next step of renovations for the shed, and one of those steps was spray painting. It has been so humid and so moist from the rain that those things inevitably weren't drying very well. So it's been a few days because I just didn't want to deal with it. I had to work. And so now I'm ready. I've got some time again to really get into the decorating and exciting portion. But first, a brief interlude, if you will, to thoroughly enjoy all that is the nature of secondhand and thrifting and antiquing. Just a little smidgen, just a little taste of what I've spent some of my off time in the previous days doing. Watch that, and then we'll come back to where we are now. Welcome back. Let's go to the workshop, shall we?
Welcome to the workshop. I've only done like a minute amount of decorating off camera. And that's mainly for two reasons. One, because I knew that if I did the lights that hang around the entire workshop on camera, I was going to crash out. And two, the only other thing that I really did was I moved more of my section of things over here to this side of the back pegboard, only because obviously this section of the workshop is my section, and this is what's right behind me with my desk. And so if I'm filming said videos on my desk, I kind of want it to be like a little bit nice looking behind me, just a smidgy. So without further ado, let's crack on. I'm going to see really quick if the stuff that I spray painted is dry. It did rain on them like very shortly after I spray painted them. So as you can see, a majority of what's happening in here has all been shoved onto this surface. So a part of our decoration is also going to be a level of organization because obviously this is a mess. I think that this stuff is dry. I did buy quite a number of appendages, etc., to hang on the pegboard, way more than I think I'll probably end up actually needing. I just wasn't sure practicality-wise what I was going to need. What I'm immediately thinking of right off the rip is that these might hang out down here. So I think what I'm going to do is just set up the camera in a pleasant angle in which you can just see the process, and we'll maybe do like a quick time lapse because I think it's going to be a lot of me just like jumbling things around and etc., etc.
I've officially decorated and organized the pegboard. I think it looks pretty good. Obviously, as with anything, as time goes by and I work in the space, I figure out what works, what doesn't work, what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. Probably redecorate, reorganize. This is just for the very beginnings of things. I really need to go through the mess that is over here and figure out what can be stored above me, because it's stuff that I don't need to use every single time I come out here and want to work on stained glass or craft or whatever I end up doing. The above section in this workshop really could serve to be organized, but that is a whole other project, a whole different day. And I feel like that's more suited for when we get closer to the holidays, because a majority of what is above me is our Christmas and Halloween stuff. Not but 5 minutes ago, I did see a spider in here. The kind that I don't really want in here. There is a daddy longlegs in this corner that has created a web and nest of sorts. I just feel as though that's none of my business. However, the one that I saw was about yay big, and it was hairy, and I don't want it in here, but he's lost. I'm keeping that in mind as I'm working over here. Also, this is coffee that I had last week that for sure has mold on it. Blech. All right. Now the real work can begin, folks. Does anybody else really hate the feeling of microfiber cloths as much as I do? When I was painting the walls, I couldn't find a can opener. So I was just using like rogue things around the shop. But since then, I have found three of them. Okay, remind me that I really need a trash can out here. Just a little trash can. If anybody wants to paint their wall or floor or ceiling the same exact color that I painted my workshop, it is Healing Plant by Bear. Does anybody know what to do with 2 medieval times cups? You know I got the sauce. You know I'm saucy. Where should I put you to live, Mr. Pledge? I'm sweating like a dog in the heat. How much of cleaning is just literally like relocating things 10 times until they finally make it where they need to go? You know how when you go to the beach and even after you get home, you feel like you're still covered in sand, even though you've like taken a shower and, you know, fully cleaned your body, cleaned your clothes, swept the floors. That's what it's like having a wood shop or doing anything woodworking related. Genuinely. It is like, no matter what you do, it's always going to be covered in sawdust. I want to show you on my favorite pencil. For no reason other than I like the colors. And also my friend Tay gave me that pencil. Did Tay give me the pencil or did I steal the pencil? The world may never know. I like to save all of this paper that I'm folding right now that you get when you go antiquing and they wrap up, you know, your delicate items or whatever. Really great if you have a work surface that you don't want to mess up like entirely. For instance, like if I'm going to paint or if I'm using some of the like flux or patinas that I don't want to have to like wipe up, I'll just put this down and do what I'm doing on it and then throw this away after. Starting to look better as we progress. So that is good. That is what you want. Now I need to figure out the organization for the desk. Is that weird? Feels kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, mirror going back up here. What I think I kind of want to happen maybe is like a little shelf to put my books and things. Wouldn't that, like right here, with books on it. Wouldn't that be cute? Okay, be honest, does that look stupid? I really just did that in like 2 seconds, not in any way that should be professional or done at home. If Joe was here to see this, he would be so confused with me. But like, I get results. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Okay, well, we did it, you guys. I'm really, really happy that this stage is over with. I really want to hang up some actual art of mine or of people that I really like in here. Just don't have anything that I feel like fits the vibe at the moment, so I think I need to be a little bit more intentional. I'd like to maybe put up some, you know, little inspirational things. I sit at the desk currently, and in front of me there's this little space, and I think I really need something like inspirational and happy and exciting to look at there. I definitely feel like it's really cozy in here now. Feels clean. It feels exciting to come out, and I can just tinker away, especially now that everything is organized. I can see it. I can't believe we've gotten to this point. It's almost like I've been procrastinating it, but I do have a stained glass piece that I kind of put on hold. I guess it's maybe good that I've put it on hold because I was trying to figure out how to sandwich stuff in glass. This plant is like decaying in here and it's getting moldy. And so I'm thinking, okay, Michaela, if we let this get browned, the mold would eventually die. But I'm really hesitant now to stick it in the piece that I had because, like, is that gross? Can you see what I'm talking about? I'm excited to see how the space evolves. I don't know, I guess this is the end of the video. Until next week, I hope that you are all happy, safe. I hope where you are at, it's not raining a bunch. Unless you need the rain, then I hope it's torrentially downpouring. Any other insightful things? I don't have right now. My brain feels like mush. Catch you on the flip flop. Bye.